welcome back to my channel. If you are just joining me today for the first time, I want to say welcome to another interesting topic. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe, hit that bell icon. That way you're going to be notified whenever I upload new video. I want to say welcome to all of my subscribers, to all of my new viewers, and to those that are just stumbling upon my video. You are very much welcome. If this is your first time tuning in, please don't pass by. Subscribe and hit that bell icon. That's where you're going to be notified whenever I upload new video. You know, guys, my channel is all about being informed, inspired, and motivated simply by Boyno. My name is Boyno, and this is my channel. You are most welcome. Today I have another interesting topic. Today I'm going to go straight into the schools. Wearing schools uniform. I'm going to talk about the pros, most of the pros about wearing school uniform. That is the advantages of wearing school uniform, other than the negative part or the cons of wearing schools uniform. So without wasting much of your time, guys, let's get straight into our topic. When it comes to school uniform, it's not all schools that wear uniform. And mostly in Africa, most schools, I can say all of the schools wear uniform. But in the Western world, in America, where I am, it's only the Catholic schools. Yeah, Catholic school wears uniform. And I don't know, Catholic school or private school wear uniforms. I see most of the schools don't have uniforms. But for the Catholic schools, they have uniforms. And schools nowadays, especially in Africa, it is very necessary, it's very important for you to have a school uniform. You can't go to school without wearing a uniform. But here, you can go to school without wearing a uniform. And so, we are going to talk about some of the importance, the advantages, what it entails when students wear school uniforms. What are some of the important things that is in wearing uniform? Why do some schools deem it so necessary for their students to wear uniform while others don't? And it is not all of the students that are interested in wearing uniforms. Some students even want to go to schools where they don't wear uniform, where uniforms are not allowed, where uniforms are not being worn. While others want to go to school where they wear uniforms. So why is it so important? Why people wear uniforms? People yearn to go to school with uniform and others don't. Why parents want to send their children to school with uniform while others don't. So we're going to talk about why they do. Why schools authority enforce uniforms, deem it necessary for students to put on uniforms. Number one, school uniform as a whole. School uniforms, it reduces crime level, and it also increases the safety of students. It reduces the crime level. It increases the safety of the student. School uniform, it stops students from doing crime. Because with that school uniform on that student will be afraid, knowing that they're wearing a school uniforms that can easily identify them. They will not go and do harm. They will always run to go home. In most cases, during those days when we used to wear uniform, we always run to go home. Once we have a uniform, oh, let me run and go home and go change my uniform. Oh, I have in my uniform, oh, I can't go to this place. I can't do these things, because the uniform easily identifies you. And the uniform stops you from doing crime, what is not right. What you can't have on uniform and then you go to do things that you're not supposed to do, because you will be representing the school, and whatever you does, you in that school uniform, is that school name that going to go. So students, it reduce crime rate for students. It also make intruders visible. If every student put on uniform and then somebody who is not part or member of that school come into that vicinity, they're going to know that there is a different person. There is an intruder. There is somebody that is here that does not wear uniform. There's somebody that does not belong among us. It makes intruders to be known. That's why you see the crime rate is so high in places where there is no school uniform, because it's easier for somebody to come from outside to mix among those students without uniforms and just walk easily on the campus. But if there is uniform, and that person will not be having that mind alone to come, because they will easily be identified. Yeah. And it stops students from roaming the streets, going about. You can be passing around in your uniform, roaming about up and down, and you don't want to go home. So it reduces crime rate, and it stops students from moving around, and it also makes intruders visible. So what does school uniform does again? What are some of the important things that school uniform does? School uniform keeps students focused on their lesson. They don't focus on their clothes. They don't focus on what they are wearing, but their focus is on their lesson. The school uniform is there. They wear it how they're supposed to wear it. But when they are wearing color clothes and they are in classroom, they want to see how their jeans looking, how their designer sneakers they put on, how it's looking, if their hair is neat, if the t-shirt is pressed. They want to look at themselves and see how they're looking. And they will also put their attentions on other students in the class, looking at what they are wearing, or what they wore to school today. Or some of them may even wish and say, oh, what is this person gonna wear today to school? Their whole mind, they get distracted. Yeah. And it make them to be less concerned about fit in, because with school uniform, they don't have to worry if they can be part of this group or not part of this group, because the school uniform, it neutralizes every one of them and make each and every one of them to be in the same place and to fit in the same place. Uniform is an equalizer. It brings about less drama, less distraction. You're going to be fighting over what I have to wear or what this person wearing. If this person clothes is expensive, if the person clothes is not expensive, it's a hard work. It's lot of distraction, lack of concentration for the students. And with lack of concentration, it brings that student grades down. It brings that student level down. It brings that student. Sometimes some children don't even want to go to school because they wear color clothes. Because if their parents don't have that clothes for them to wear, that they want to wear, that they see others wearing, they don't want to go to school. They feel so bad. They feel so discouraged to go to school. And sometimes they even drag to go to school, like they just have to be there because they have to go. But they are not focused, and they are not even concentrating on the lesson. That way their grades always low. There is no improvement in their education. School uniform, it creates a level of playing field. A field that everybody can fit in. A field that there can be any bullying. A field that there can be any segregation. A field that there can be any reducing of peers. Everybody is equal. Nobody is less than their friend. Nobody is important than their friend. School uniform does that. No best dress, expensive dress. You bullying your friends because your friends not wearing expensive things. You bullying your friends because your friends not wearing what you're wearing. None of that. All of that is reduced because of school uniform. It put all of the students on the playing field. Everybody socialize with everybody. There is no group. Like you feel so intimidated for you to socialize with your friend because of what you're wearing. That is, you feel you not qualified, or you can't fit in their group because you're not wearing what they are wearing, because you're not part of them, because your clothes, what you wear is not good enough to be among them. But with school uniform, everybody socialize with everybody because everybody equal. It doesn't tell us whether this person is rich or whether this person is poor. So whether you're from a poor home, you're from a rich home, all of you wears the same uniform that identifies you as the same people. So nothing there that will distinguish anybody to bring any social distancing or intimidation. School uniform just make it so right for schools. School uniform also may improve attendance and discipline. Because in the morning, when you are ready to go to school, you don't have to look for, oh, what shirt do I have to wear today? Or what skirt do I have to wear? What shoes I have to wear? What dress or what jeans do I have to wear? No looking for all of that. The uniform is already set. It's just one type of clothes that can't even fit in your other clothes. So it's always a size. Clean, brush up, and ready for the next day. So if the day comes for school time, you just put it on and bam, and you will always be to school on time. School uniform may improve student attendance and also discipline them. Because when it comes to school uniform, there's a way that you're supposed to wear it. So it helps you, if you are not a person that don't know how to dress neatly, it helps you to put it on the right way and know how to dress up the right way. Whether you're wearing tie, you're wearing belt, you have to put your shirt in. It disciplines your dressing also. It makes you to learn how to dress responsibly. And make getting ready for school very easy. Yes, wearing school uniform, it makes getting ready for school, it's easy. No hard work. But when you're wearing color clothes, even in the evening or in the morning, you have to find clothes for your kids. You gotta be looking, okay, this shirt will be all right. This other one gonna be all right. Which one will be fit? Okay, let me match this one with this other one. Let me do this one with this other one. But with that uniform, it's so simple and it's just ready to go. School uniform is save parent money. It reduces that financial burden. No pressure, no competition. That's what school uniform does. So when it's school that uses uniform, at the beginning of the school, that parents will just go to the store and just buy that uniform, 1, 2, or 3 pairs of uniform for their child, and they come and put it down. They don't have to keep buying clothes all the time. They don't have to keep going to go buy shoes all the time. Like a lady was saying the other day, I'm so grateful that my child is going to a school that wears uniform. Now I don't have to buy anything for him. All I do is shopping for myself. Because school uniform, you don't have to be spending money all the time to be buying clothes. Some of the school, you want your child to match up with the students that there, with the clothes that they wear, then you have to go that extra mile to buy the things that you want for them to buy. Like somebody was saying, oh, in this country, sometimes you see the African people, they don't really dress their kids, but the other people, they dress their kids so well that when you go to school, you see them, they're so dressed up, and then you're not dressed up. Yeah. That's some of the difference, some of the intimidation, some of the thing that it does to the kids, that it makes them not to study well, not to make good grades in the school, because they wear their clothes and then they see their friends looking so nice, and then they be like, oh, look at the thing my parent put on me today. Look at what I'm wearing. They feel bad. And I tell you, if you are not properly dressed, or if you don't wear something to feel good within yourself, you will feel so down and feel so bad for that day. Not to talk of you go to school, you ain't going to learn anything. So school uniform is so important. And it is very important to take your child or your children to a school that wear uniforms. Even though that school fees might be high, But when you mash it up with the expenses that you're going to make in buying clothes, expensive clothes and things for your child to wear to school all the time, it equals up to that expensive school that have a uniform. It's better you close your eye and send your child to that school that wears uniform. Because for me, school that wear uniform, they're disciplined. I'm not saying school that does not wear uniform are not disciplined. But with school's uniform, that uniform alone, it controls the child mind. It keeps the child focused. There are a lot of things that school's uniform does to a student. And it is very important. These are things that parents, should look into and say, okay, this school year, let me send my child to this school. This school can wear uniform. This other year, I'm going to take my child from this school because there's no uniform. If you calculate all of that, it's the same thing. Your child will not be wearing school uniform, and then after school, then the child start to roam about, go up and down. Back in the days when we were going to school in Africa, school uniform, after school, we come right back home. Because we have it on our school uniform. We are afraid to go anywhere. We come home to change that uniform if we have to go and visit our friends. So even if that child want to go visit somebody, they come in home to change that uniform. Sometimes the child even put color clothes in the bag because they know they will not feel comfortable to roam around the street in that school uniform. It brings complete discipline. So there are lots and lots of important, lots of advantages, lots of pros when it comes to wearing school uniform. I'm not going to talk about the negative part about it because I support the good part about wearing school's uniform. So it is very good. It is very important. What I say here is just a little part of wearing school uniform, but there are lots and lots of important things that school uniform does to a child. So if you are that parent that send your child to a school that's not wearing uniform, think about the things that happen to your child when that child go to school without uniform. Think about the things that happen when the child go to school wearing uniform. This is very important. If you want your child to learn, you want your child to be disciplined, you want your child to be organized, look into the advantages of a child going to school wearing a school uniform or attending a school that has a school uniform. It is very important. So guys, I'm going to stop here today. I'm not saying that schools without uniform, they doesn't teach or they do not discipline the kids or the kids are not disciplined. I am only talking about the importance, the advantages of wearing school's uniform. There are some important advantages of not wearing school uniform, but I support wearing school uniforms. Yes, as a student from primary 1 up to high school, I support that. When you are in university, you can wear your color clothes. You're free. You can wear your color clothes. But from primary up to senior high level, I support students wearing uniform, which is very, very important because that is the foundation. That is the base of a child learning. That's where the child gets its foundation from. So if the child brain is cracked, if the child is not disciplined, if the child is disturbed, if the child is not concentrating well, how do you expect the child to move forward with good knowledge? Being disturbed with all of the different activity, all of the kind of style, the kind of clothes, some clothes got names on it, some clothes, all sort of clothes people wear to school when that school does not have a uniform. All in all, uniform is an equalizer. Even at workplaces, uniform is an equalizer. Yeah. You won't go and make you to feel intimidated and make you to fit in. And it make you to be equal. There is no social distancing. Nobody will say I dress more than you or I dress better than you. No. It makes everybody to be equal, and it makes everybody to focus on what they go to do or what they are doing. So I hope I make sense today, guys. I'm going to stop here today. I want to say thank you for viewing my channel. I want to say thank you for stopping by. Please, you are free to leave me your comment in the comment section. Okay, let's discuss. I know some of you can talk about some of the cons in the comment section, but today I'm only talking about the pros, the advantages of wearing school's uniform. So I'm gonna stop here today till I see you on my next video. Have a good day. I love you guys. Stay safe. Bye bye.